Cabana Bay's beach resort has been a fan favorite for many years, and I'm going to show you exactly why. I'm going to show you everything from the on-site Starbucks to a volcano breakfast, a magical night down the lazy river, and exclusive entrance to Volcano Bay, Orlando's most famous water park. Let's start off by heading on inside the lobby where you can start your trip. I must say, the first time I saw this place, I was in awe. Luckily for me, I actually attended Universal Studios during the month of September, which is when they start to decorate. In the lobby, you will find Cabana Bay Swizzle Lounge, which is open from 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. daily. On the opposite side of the room, you will find the reception desk to check in, and there will also be an area where you can store your luggage if you're going home that day and you do not have a room still. I do recall seeing an Avis sign, which I believe you can actually rent a car from. And to the left upon entrance is Cabana Bay's very own gift store and ATM cash withdrawal service. Now, if you're a very big Harry Potter fan, you're going to love this store. There is a very, very large section full of loads of Harry Potter merch. But if you're not a huge Harry Potter fan, not to worry, there is still plenty of merch for you to choose from, where it's ranging from Universal merch to actual movies that you've probably seen, such as Minions, Jurassic Park, and so much more. If you continue out of the store or straight to the left upon arrival, you will find Cabana Bay's very own Starbucks. Having a Starbucks was actually a huge selling point for me. I just love the idea of waking up early, going down to the lobby, getting yourself a nice coffee, ready to start your day. You can also get Florida cups, which I think is such a cute little touch. The only other place you can buy them is online, but then again, there'll be a select few, so definitely pick one up in Florida if you want one. And one thing that I absolutely love is when I was staying, I obviously was staying in an autumnal time, and they would do cute little messages on the cups. I actually tried to keep one of these cups, but the cleaners accidentally threw it away, so I was a little bit sad. But one thing I thought was quite funny is that the pumpkin spice flavoring actually ran out during the time I was staying, because I'm assuming every single person staying there was buying pumpkin spice, so that went down super quick. Moving swiftly on into the entertainment that Cabana Bay has to offer. One of the first things that you'll come across is Cabana Bay's own bowling alley, which is open from 12 to 11 every single day. The bowling alley is the first thing that you see when you get onto the first floor. There is also an area to the left where you can actually make reservations and check prices for each person. Please feel free to pause the screen at any time just to read through all the information so you know exactly how to book your time in the bowling alley. They do offer food up in the bowling alley as well. It's called the Galaxy Bar, which I think is just so cool. We didn't personally use the bowling alley when we were staying, as we were just so involved in everything that was going on inside the parks, but this is such a cool thing to do, especially if it's thunderstorming or it's raining, and it just gives you a good inside activity. There is also many other things to do at Cabana Bay, such as the arcade, which is located right next to the bowling alley. There is also a nice little seating area upstairs on the first floor where a lot of people were waiting, I think, for flights, but you can have a nice overview of the Cabana Bay Bayliner Diner. And then if you continue along the corridor, there is also the gym. I didn't do a lot of filming upstairs in the gym area. I felt a little bit like I'm invading people's privacy, but it is so lovely inside. They have showers, locker rooms, and they give you towels. And if you continue along past Starbucks, you will come across the Bayliner Diner. You can actually buy quite a large variety of things here, ranging from pizzas to burgers. There is also a salad bar. Or if you're not really feeling any of the fast food, you can head over to the fridge area where there is also sandwiches and ready-made snacks. You can also buy a reusable cup, which you can just refill at any of the refill stations around the resort. One of the selling points for me was actually the Bayliner Diner area where you sit down and you eat. The view is beautiful.
No, it's pretty cool. Whilst I'm eating, you can see Volcano Bay all the way in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see, but you can literally see every ripple of water that is going down the mountain. It's pretty cool to sit here eating waffles and looking at that.
As you can see, I was having a very good time. Right behind the Cabana Bay Bayliner Diner is the Milkshake Shack. This was me and my partner's favorite spot in the evening. We couldn't resist getting milkshakes almost every single night. And to be honest with you, I do not regret it. It was worth every single penny. This place is so good. And if I need to put you on, make sure you get the ube flavor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's UBE, but oh my god, it was so good. I wish I had one in my hand right now. Moving on to the different transportations that you can get while staying staying at Universal Cabana Bay. Of course, one of your main options for travel is Uber. I will say though that you want to be prepared when coming to Universal and doing like a Disney Universal trip, because my goodness, the prices rack up. A typical Uber price to Magic Kingdom from Universal Cabana Bay is about $20 to $25 per day. That does depend on the time you go and also how busy the roads are. Of course, if you're going in Halloween Horror Nights, it is going to be more expensive. But definitely keep in mind, if you're going to be in more of the Disney parks, Universal Cabana Bay might not be the right hotel for you. Another option, of course, is the Universal bus transportation, where you can actually get taken straight to the Universal Studios from the hotel, and the buses come every 2 minutes, I would say. I think the longest I was waiting was maybe 6 minutes one of the mornings. But I think the main information to take away from this is, if you're going to Universal, this is the perfect transportation for you. Just hop on the bus, you'll be there in under 5 minutes. But if you're heading to Disney, just be prepared. You might be spending between $20 and $25 each way going to all the Disney parks. But of course, once you get into the Disney park, you can use Disney transportation between each park. I know I just said park a lot there, but guys, if you have any further questions, please leave them all down below. I will of course answer every single one of them. But hopefully you got what I was saying, because I don't. To be honest with you, there is so many things that you can do at this hotel, such as a poolside movie. There is these little canopies that you and your family can sit under and rent out one of the TVs and watch a movie under the stars. And another thing that I thought was super cool and super unique is you can actually buy a s'mores kit from the Bayliner Diner. And they have these little fire pits all around the hotel, which you can actually light yourself with instructions and then just get out your s'mores kit. It's really fun. We had such a good time doing this, although my one was severely burnt. You're going to locate the fire pits through the Bayliner Diner, where you'll find double doors which will lead out into another pool area with a bar and the fire pits and seating areas to eat. This is where you'll also find the lazy river. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get too many great shots of me going down the lazy river, but I will say we went round the lazy river about 5 times, and each time it was so relaxing. And if you're not interested in just floating around freely, you can pick up a rubber ring from one of the pool shacks. These are purchasable. The prices range from $11 to $17. This side of the hotel is very well connected and very intertwined. You can actually get from the Bayliner Diner straight to the pool, straight to the lazy river, and there's also a secret entrance that takes you all the way back up to the first floor, where you can go to the bowling alley, arcade, and gym. After going past this lovely walkway up to the bowling alley, you can actually find the route that takes you straight to the tower, which oversees the water park. To the left of this hotel is exactly where you will find the secret entrance from Cabana Bay Beach Resort to Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay is honestly so much fun. I couldn't recommend going more. The only downside to it is you have to pay about $20 to use a locker, because obviously when you go on rides, you can't leave your stuff unattended on the beach. Another cool thing is that you actually get a watch that you can tap on rides, so you can queue without having to stand in the queue. Very cool concept. The only thing left to show you is actually the bedroom. We got a very standard bedroom that came with 2 beds. We had a sink, a microwave, fridge. Was very well equipped. We had our very own living room, bedroom, wardrobe, and bathroom. One thing that I loved was the toilet and the shower were actually separate, which works for me and my partner because, as we know, men do spend a lot of time in the bathroom. And then we also had 2 sinks, which was also really good because I like to set up all my makeup and he likes to set up all of his sprays and perfumes and all that fun stuff. But wow, what a trip of a lifetime. If you are planning to go to Universal Studios or Disney World, I highly recommend it. This was a trip of a lifetime and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it is true what people say, these memories will last forever. Now, I hope you enjoyed this hotel tour, and if there is any questions, any at all, please feel free to leave them all down in the description. Please show your love and support by liking and subscribing, and I really truly hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.